done to you? Why are you doing this to me?
That was crazy. That was I remember I used mentally as a reference for that the scene in Casino where Joe Pesci took that baseball bat to the face several times, and I remember seeing that was like one of the most brutal scenes, even though it was really short and the effects were, it was one of the most brutal scenes I recall, because Joe, he was breathing and his jaw was broken, and so I wanted to do something like that. I wanted to do a scene where I wanted to make it to where his jaw was broken and cracked, and so did this appliance that had a dislocated jaw, and his teeth were jutting out. They'd been knocked forward, and eyes swollen closed, broken nose, and it was once we got it on him, it was really creepy to look at. I added eye blood to the broken eye socket, which glazed his eye over completely red, and like just looking down on him covered with blood, with his arm broken, open fracture, broken jaw, tooth, like it was a really gruesome scene.
With me being a former professional boxer, most of the way I threw punches and things were a little bit different here. I mean, I had to hold back, number one, and then Stephanie helped me so much in the way of not hitting guys. I remember with the beatdown scene on Tommy, which was after seeing it, came out so realistic. It was really, really great. But I had to make sure I didn't make contact with the guy. I mean, literally, I weighed as much as him in third grade. He's a little guy, So it was just a neat process.
Why are you doing this to me?
Working with Chris and Lou was a lot of fun, but also very challenging because they're not stuntmen. They will use the original actors. And Lou, being a professional boxer his whole life, is used to not missing a punch and getting right in there. Where when you're doing a stunt, they don't understand the camera angles in the sense of stunt fighting. So they want to get really close, which can become a little dangerous and scare the other actors. So how to teach him, about crossing the plane where the camera angles were, and how to throw a punch that he doesn't need to be really close to Chris's face, and where the line of the punch would be a hit. So of course he was getting close. Chris was getting nervous, so it was just working back and forth with him, which they were really great to work with, and it was a lot of fun.
What have I done to you? Why are you doing this to me?
We wanted to make sure that the beatdown scene looked and felt real. At the same time, we wanted to try to keep Chris in one piece as best as possible. Stephanie did a great job, choreographing the beatdown scene between Lou and Chris, taking each one on the side, going through the whole scene with them, making sure they knew exactly what was going to happen, how to make it safe for them, and as far as how to make it real.
Again, protecting the actor is a little more difficult. The stunt person knows they got to hit the ground. Actors don't really know that, so we used a lot of cardboard boxes in the scene. Folded them up, put them around the chair, so when he does fly off the chair, it actually is a good cushion. The boxes kind of deflate when he lands in them, and he's pretty safe.
And then it was up to to make the setting, the lighting, and the cinematography look right, for the eerie warehouse scene, and that's where Life came in, our terrific DP that we had.
You know what? Why don't you see him in there with the light on?
Right, that's what I mean.
So you get a feel of how it's all going to play and whatnot, the lens and everything.
He also came up with the idea of starting very close on Chris's face, with a certain lens, and then doing a pullback with the dolly that revealed this, humongous arm, and rolling up his sleeve and getting ready to do his work on Chris.
So Lou was a bully.
Yeah, Lou was, and not to mention Lou picking this guy up and slamming him to the floor.
He deserved it.
Yeah, he did deserve it. He's a little guy.
That was one of my favorite kills. That was really cool. I mean, he was a great guy to work with, too.
Yeah, I loved Chris. He's an awesome guy.
It was really cool seeing coming back after the cut and then come in and seeing the guy, his whole face beat up, looked like one of my fights.
Slightly higher. Want to feel that machine now out there in the middle of the ring, up the way. Let's see, left side of the face, left hand. Out of his